Hi everyone, PV here and welcome to today's YouTube video. And today we're going to be playing the third of the top 3 decks of the previous format, which I believe are also the top 3 decks of this format. Because even though Innistrad Crimson Vow did change the format a little bit, most of what it did was making the existing good decks even better. Right? Because I felt like in the previous format, we had 3 clear best decks. There were Blue-Red Turns, Mono-Green, and Mono-White. And they all got meaningfully improved. And Mono-White, which is the deck we're going to play today, is the one that got improved the most of them all. So there are other decks, there are new decks, there are different versions of Blue-Red, there's vampires, there's Black-White Control, there's zombies, and stuff like that. But I think because the 3 best decks all got better, there are likely to be, if not the literal best decks, at least close enough, right? So I think it's worth playing in them and trying to teach people how to play them. And again, this is the deck that got improved the most, I believe, of the 3 decks that existed before, or the 3 main decks. And this improvement comes in a couple ways. The first one is Talia, right? Talia, Guardian of Thraben. And Talia is just an incredible card in this deck, right? It's very, very good versus the blue-red decks, very good versus any spell deck. And you don't have a lot of spells yourself, and the ones you do have are pretty cheap. So even against something like white, mono-green, right, versus mono-green, you could just be stalling their Aska's Chariot for a turn, which could be the difference between winning or losing. So this card is a huge upgrade. It's only bad in the mirror, and versus stuff like Vampire, which is not that common, right? But it's mostly only bad in the mirror, and the mirror is going to have it too, right? So you don't lose anything by having it. The other meaningful upgrade is Valorous Stance. And the reason this card is so good is because it lets you have a removal spell in matchups where you can't afford to have a removal spell, but can't afford to not have one either, right? For example, if you're playing versus Blue-Red, they might have Smoldering Egg, they might have Leer Drowned Disciple. And you need to answer this card. So you can't just let them play a turn 2 Egg and not have an answer to it. But you also can't have a bunch of portable holes in your deck in case they have Egg when some people don't even have it. Right, so having Valorous Stance allows you to have the ways to destroy these creatures, to get rid of this that you have to get rid of, without having a dead card in your deck if they don't have them or don't draw them. So this card is very important. It might be more important in game 2 than in game 1. Maybe it's correct to, just have more in the sideboard and less in the main deck. But I really, really like it, especially after sideboard. And the third main addition is Hopeful Initiate, which is just a pretty good 1-drop, I think. It's not that hard to get this to, a 3-power 1-drop, or even a 4-power sometimes. You have Faceless Haven, you have Pumps. And the ability to destroy artifacts and enchantments is also relevant. Right? Sometimes you'll destroy a chariot, sometimes you even destroy a treasure token. So these are all pretty big upgrades to the deck. And this is the version that I've been playing. I wrote an article about it on StarSeedGames.com a while ago, I think 2 weeks ago. And my version hasn't really changed. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay, our hand's pretty good. I mean, it has a bunch of... it's not those perfect Luminarch Aspirant hands, but outside of that, it has a bunch of things going for it, so... hopefully they don't... Okay, what is this? Oh, now it is one of those. I guess we'll just leave it there, sure. So this is the one that mills every turn, right? Okay, let's see what we're up against. A different deck. Yeah, probably just want to play Aspirin here is my guess. Could have played the Hopeful Initiate actually to maybe kill the Throne of Death in like a couple of turns. But I can just do this on 4. So it's only when this milled this way, right? Probably want to play Spellbinder. I mean, I could play Hopeful Initiate and Interpret Adversary, which would flip and kill. Like, next turn it will allow me to kill this, but... I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to beat down. Like, they're stuck on 2 lands, so... Like, maybe I'll take their 3-drop here. And even if they draw land, they won't be able to play anything. Yeah, I'm just taking the Power Word kill here, and I'll leave them with the 2 Massacres. Like, right now... If they massacre for 1, they kill the Spellbinder. So now, ooh, they drew a bunch of lands after mulch. It's kind of annoying. They can even cast a Power Word Kill. So my options, I can Brutal Cathar the Hulk, but then this would just, when they play the Massacre, it will just give them back the Hulk, right? So like maybe I just play Adeline and attack. This won't die to the Massacre. Now they probably have to play the Massacre, I imagine. Then I can play the Cathar plus the Initiate. I guess I can play the Cathar and the Usher. I'd rather keep the Initiate in my hand. Yeah, now this will probably prompt the other Massacre, but they'll gain 3. They'll get back their 1/1. They might just Power Word Kill the Adeline here instead, but no, then they wouldn't die, but they would die because I know my hand. So if they just play the other Massacre, they'll gain 3. They'll go to 8. I'll have a 1 for Adeline. Plus a token. We'll see. So it's gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they can always block. Okay, so if I played this, Adeline will be 4, and the token would be 2. That's 6. I think I would rather just play the Luminarch and play the Hopeful Initiate. And maybe pump the Adeline? That thing is gonna flip. Maybe pump the Aspirant itself so that the Initiate gets pumped. They can bring back that 4/4 as well, right? The Cemetery Desecrator and kill something else. So they have something else here, right? They must. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this. Oh, okay, so I think they just messed up, right? They could have gotten that 4/4 and killed my thing. Okay, that was weird. So, what do I want versus them? Rowan Raydane? Sounds like I do. I probably want the Talia as well. Valorous Stance didn't seem too great, but it might be better than the other removal spells. Like they have that 1/1, but and they have old Rumpelstiltskin thing, which the Valorous Stance deals with anyway. Guardian is good versus Massacre, but I have a lot of 3s already, so I don't want the Brutal Cathars probably. That's still a lot of 3s, but we can make it work. Got a Valorous Stance. Like their removal, they had some removal, but it mostly seemed to be like the Massacres are the bigger problem, right? And this doesn't work versus the Massacre, but yeah, I think this is a reasonable approach. It's not great, but I think I'm gonna keep it. Opponent's deck's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll probably just play Adversary next turn. Then like Spellbinder, then either Adversary or Luminarch. Ooh, this is annoying. Maybe I should just play the Luminarch here, because the 3/1 can't attack. The Luminarch will be able to attack. Like, I want to play the Spellbinder on turn 3. I need my Sun Gold Sentinels to exile their graveyard. I mean, the most are just going to play, right? So I might as well get this. Okay, now I'll play the Faceless Haven because there's a chance to activate it next turn. This is 3 tap to draw a card. They both cost 7. But there's nothing threatening in this graveyard yet. I mean, I guess there's Aegon. Tilt. Oh, that's probably just game over. Like, I have too many lands to compete with this. We'll see, but it's not looking good. So I can only activate one Faceless Haven, right? I guess I should just attack first. This doesn't accomplish anything for me. I was like, I might snipe a removal spell or something, but it doesn't really help me. Should I attack with Adversary at all? I think so. They can bring it back twice, but maybe I shouldn't have Valorous Dance. Maybe I should have Skyclave instead. Ooh, this is hard to beat too. Well, this is impossible to beat. For that, I want Valorous Dance though. Yeah, maybe I should just leave Valorous Dance in. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna play all my stuff, right? I'm gonna play this Adversary in turn 2 for sure. Now I'm probably just gonna play the Usher. So they probably have a removal spell, right? Should I just throw raiding into the wolves? I think so. Like, I can't just not do anything. I could have like played adversary, I guess, but like, should I have waited a turn? I could have just made a token, I guess. So they can play like Paths to Peril or whatever. So what exactly does this do? So they got a 1/1 out of it. Okay. I mean, I think I just have to play everything. Like, they can get a treasure and just destroy me, but I don't know that I have many choices here. Yeah, I think I just have to go for it. Like, if they have the thing that kills all the cheap creatures, I'm super dead, but... Should this even attack? I mean, they can kill the adversary. And just block this. Okay, I guess I'll pass. Like, there's no way they win without sweeping the board here, right? Yeah, that was maybe bad. Maybe I should have just bumped the adversary. I thought they were going to have an instant speed removal spell, though. Should I have played the Usher? Oh my god. I need a land to activate this and kill them. Maybe I should have played the Usher. Because this is only 5. I mean... they'll exile something and kill something else? I'm just gonna play everything. The problem is that if they play Massacre, then they'll gain enough life that they'll be out of cave range. Okay, so if they're killing Talia, they're not playing Massacre. Because the Massacre will not be enough to kill this. Well, I guess this is a 4/5, so if they have a land, it will be. Do I play anything at all? I think there's a higher chance they just have another of the cemetery thing or a way to bring it back. Like, if they had Massacre, they could have just played it last turn. It would have been a pretty good play. So I think I have to try to beat what I'm seeing. Because if I just pass the turn, don't play anything, which is the way that I could potentially beat the Massacre by drawing a land, they can just play another Desecrator or just bring the Desecrator back. They can play that Demon that gives -1/-1 to everything. That costs 7, but that they'll still die. Because I have the Luminar because it's 2/2 and they're at 1. So yeah, this thing. So if they have a removal spell, I mean, this will grow. Oh, now this is super. Wait, they got a Slug? Oh my god. Tilt. I mean, I have to hope they don't have something, right? Thank god. If they had a removal spell. Alright, that was tricky. My opponent's deck was really cool. I really liked it. Well, that's what I got for today, and if you like my videos and want to support me a little bit more, make sure to check out my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/PVDDR, and there you can support my work and get some extra perks on top of it. And special thank you to my biggest supporters, Willow Linton, Adam Ramsey, Adam Camilleri, Clicks, Foxy, Fernando Vizel, John Jun, Jack Hart, Joey, Calvin Pank, Kevin Massey, Lawson, Mattia Giardini, Nate, Safi Repan, Sylvia Leticia, Stu Cameron, Thomas Pocorni, and Dimitri. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you next week.